Throughout history, in the pages of Judeo-Christian tradition, there exists a symbol of great power and mystery, the Ark of the Covenant. This relic, an echo of the divine, has captivated the imagination of many generations, transcending the boundaries of human understanding with its golden radiance and celestial content. The Ark represents a silent witness to the eternal covenant between the earthly and the divine, a sacred reliquary meticulously constructed following divine instructions received at Mount Sinai. More than just a physical object, the Ark symbolizes the deep connection between the Creator and His creation. The mysterious powers of the Ark have manifested throughout history, marking its presence in key moments. For instance, it is told of rivers halting their course, ancient walls falling before its presence, and human hearts filled with reverence in its splendor. These stories have become part of the legend of the Arkansas. However, the Ark of the Covenant is also surrounded by mysteries that persist through the centuries, leaving the open question, where is it now? Was it destroyed, or does it remain hidden in some secret place? In this video, we will explore the Ark of the Covenant, its disappearance, and the possible places where it might be found today. To understand the Ark of the Covenant, we must return to the biblical accounts in the book of Exodus. According to the Bible, the Ark was a direct instruction from God to Moses on Mount Sinai. In Exodus chapter 25, verses 10 onwards, it is narrated that God commanded Moses to build a sacred chest of acacia wood, overlaid inside and out with pure gold. The Ark had specific dimensions, and on its cover, known as the mercy seat, 2 gold cherubim with outstretched wings would be placed, facing each other, looking downward. This detailed design had a divine purpose, to be a meeting place between God and His people, and its construction was carried out faithfully following divine instructions. In the book of Exodus chapter 37, verse 1 and following, we find the detailed narrative of how Bezalel and Aholiab, craftsmen chosen by God, built the Ark of the Covenant following the precise divine instructions. These artisans, endowed with skill and divine grace, used acacia wood and overlaid it with sheets of pure gold both inside and out. This meticulous construction ensured the Ark's durability and splendor. The cherubim, carved in gold, were carefully placed on the Ark's cover, symbolizing God's presence and His connection with His people. The meticulousness in every detail reflected the spiritual and religious importance of the Ark as a sacred link between God and humanity. The Ark of the Covenant served as a constant reminder of the covenant God had established with the people of Israel. This covenant, based on mutual fidelity and obedience to divine laws, represented a special relationship that required Israel to live according to divine precepts. By containing the 10 Commandments, the Ark symbolized this covenant and reminded the people of their responsibility to uphold their part in it. During the exodus of the people of Israel through the desert, the Ark played an active role in their journey. It was believed that the divine presence went before the people when the Ark advanced, guiding and protecting them. Additionally, the Ark conferred a unique identity on the people of Israel, reminding them of their special relationship with God and their role as a chosen nation. By worshiping and obeying God, the people strengthened their connection with the divine and reaffirmed their uniqueness among the surrounding nations. The Bible emphasizes the holiness of the Ark of the Covenant and the restrictions around who could touch it. This holiness reflected the respect and reverence due to the Ark as a symbol of divine presence. Only certain authorized individuals, mainly Levite priests, had the privilege and responsibility of handling the Arkansas. Even among the Levites, not all were permitted to touch it. The priests designated to carry the Ark required special spiritual and ceremonial preparation. In addition, they had to follow specific protocols for its transportation. In Numbers chapter 4 verse 15, it is established that the Ark had to be covered before being touched by the Levites, and only then could it be safely transported. Any disobedience to these restrictions could have serious consequences. Biblical examples, such as the incident with Uzzah, highlight the consequences of not respecting these restrictions and the seriousness of the relationship between the human and the divine in the context of the Arkansas. Throughout the biblical narrative, the Ark of the Covenant was present in several crucial moments that deeply impacted the history of the people of Israel. One of these events was the crossing of the Jordan River. In the book of Joshua chapters 3 and 4, after Moses' death, Joshua became the leader of the people of Israel. One of the challenges they faced was crossing the swollen Jordan River to enter the Promised Land. According to the biblical account, Joshua instructed the Levite priests to carry the ark ahead of the people and enter the river. When the priests' feet touched the water, the river's waters stopped and piled up upstream, allowing the people to cross on dry ground. Another significant event was the taking and the fall of the walls of Jericho, narrated in Joshua chapter 6. Jericho was a key fortified city on the way to the Promised Land. In a divinely inspired plan, God instructed Joshua on how to conquer the city. According to divine instructions, the Israelites were to march around Jericho once a day for 6 days, carrying the Ark of the Covenant in procession. 7 priests, each with a ram's horn trumpet, were to march ahead of the Arkansas. On the 7th day, the strategy changed. They were to encircle the city 7 times, and after the trumpet blast, the entire people were to shout. At that precise moment, the walls of Jericho collapsed, allowing the Israelites to take the city. This miraculous event demonstrated that Israel's victory was the work of God's power, and the ark symbolized His divine presence and power. The procession around Jericho, with the ark and trumpets, conveyed a clear message. The victory did not depend on military strength but on divine power and intervention. One of the most dramatic episodes in the ark's history occurred when it fell into the hands of the Philistines, as narrated in 1 Samuel, chapters 4 and 6. During a conflict between the Israelites and the Philistines, the Israelites brought the ark to the battlefield, thinking it would give them an advantage. However, they were defeated, and the ark was captured. The capture of the ark triggered a series of events that demonstrated its power and holiness. These events include the fall of Dagon and the plagues and sufferings that struck the Philistine cities, leading the Philistines to return the ark to Israel along with atonement offerings. When David became king, he decided to bring the ark to Jerusalem to establish the city as Israel's capital. The procession was a celebration of joy and worship but was marred when Uzzah, one of the men driving the ark's cart, died after touching it, highlighting the importance of treating the ark with reverence and following the established restrictions. Because of this incident, David left the ark in the house of Obed-Edom for 3 months, where it blessed the family, reaffirming its sacred nature. Finally, David brought the ark to Jerusalem with great celebration. Solomon's temple housed the ark in the Holy of Holies, symbolizing the divine presence at the heart of the city and nation, emphasizing its centrality in Israel's spiritual life. The last historical mention of the ark is found in the 2nd book of Chronicles chapter 35, where it is narrated that King Josiah asked the Levites to return the ark to the temple Solomon had built. It is not mentioned why the Levites had taken the ark out, nor are details given about its final fate, leaving its location a historical mystery. After King Josiah's death, his son Jehoahaz ascended to the throne, but his reign was brief, followed by that of his brother Jehoiakim. Under Jehoiakim's reign, the deportation to Babylon occurred, an event that marked a turning point in Israel's history and the fate of the Ark of the Covenant. In the biblical accounts after the Babylonian exile, the ark's presence is not mentioned, suggesting a shift in the spiritual focus of the people of Israel. After the exile, the focus was on rebuilding the temple and restoring religious life. The apocryphal book of Maccabees narrates that the prophet Jeremiah, by divine revelation, took the ark to Mount Nebo, placed it in a cave, and sealed the entrance. However, this narrative is not considered as reliable, leaving the ark's fate uncertain. Thus, the Ark of the Covenant, a central symbol of God's presence in the life of Israel, seems to fade from the biblical narrative after the exile. No definitive explanation is offered in the Bible about the fate of the Ark, and some theories suggest it may have been destroyed or lost during the exile or subsequent events. The absence of the Ark in the biblical texts after the exile reflects a shift in Israel's spiritual focus, centering attention on rebuilding the temple and observing the law. The relationship with God and spirituality were expressed in different ways without the physical presence of the Arkansas. After the biblical period, and especially after the Babylonian exile, various theories, mysteries, and legends about the fate of the Ark of the Covenant have emerged. These stories have captured the imagination of many people and fueled the search for the Arkansas. Some of the theories and proposed locations for the Ark include: 1. The Ark in Ethiopia. According to Ethiopian tradition, the Ark is located in the Chapel of the Tablets, next to the Church of Our Lady of Zion. It is believed to have been brought there by Menelik I, son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. 2. The Ark in Babylon. Some theories suggest the Ark may have been taken to Babylon during the exile and then lost or destroyed. However, this idea lacks solid evidence. 3. Hideaway or burial theories. Another theory is that the Ark was hidden or buried in a secret place to protect it from desecration. In addition, a rabbi named Chaim Richmond, responsible for the Temple Institute, claims to know the original location of the Arkansas. According to him, it is located in one of the tunnels under the Muslim mosque in Jerusalem, built in Solomon's time. We hope this information has been enriching and has provided you with a new perspective on the mystery of the Ark of the Covenant. We invite you to share this video with friends and family and to leave your comments and opinions. Until next time, and may God bless you.